Steve Sarkisian criticizes officiating in Texas's narrow first-half lead over Georgia in SEC Championship. The Texas Longhorns entered the SEC Championship game against Georgia with high hopes, but head coach Steve Sarkisian did not hold back his frustration with the officiating after a penalty-heavy first half for his team. Texas was flagged 8 times in the first 30 minutes, including 3 holding penalties, 2 on wide receivers and 1 on right tackle Cam Williams. In contrast, Georgia was only penalized twice for a mere 19 yards. This discrepancy left Sarkisian visibly displeased, and his frustration spilled over in a sideline interview with an ABC reporter. When asked how he planned to address the Longhorns' penalties in the second half, Sarkisian responded with a pointed remark. "Well, hopefully, they call Georgia for holding one of these times, too." Sarkisian's comment underscored his dissatisfaction with what he seemed to perceive as one-sided officiating. His frustration was understandable given that the penalties undermined Texas's first-half dominance. The Longhorns had outgained Georgia by an overwhelming margin of 260 yards to 54 but could only manage a slim 6-3 lead heading into halftime. The penalties not only stalled Texas's offensive drives but also prevented them from capitalizing fully on their control of the game. 3 holding calls on the Longhorns, a rarity for wide receivers, added to their struggles in converting yardage into points. Despite the setbacks, Sarkisian and his team remained determined, aiming to shake off the penalties and maintain their momentum in the second half. His fiery response reflected the intensity of the moment and the stakes of the championship game. The officiating controversy added an extra layer of drama to the clash, as Texas fans and analysts alike questioned the uneven distribution of penalties between the two teams. While the Longhorns showcased their capability to dominate on both sides of the ball, the margin for error was razor-thin against a formidable opponent like Georgia. This game also highlighted Sarkisian's leadership under pressure, as he sought to rally his team while navigating a challenging dynamic with the officials. Fans eagerly awaited to see whether Texas could overcome the adversity and translate their dominance into a championship victory in the remaining 2 quarters.